you're going to give this situation a little bit of space so that they can figure out what it is, because they do want you and only you. I'm going to start by just pulling a couple of these cards so that we can get some overarching energy in regards to what might be coming in or what currently might be going on in love and relationships for the viewer. What do you want the viewer to know or understand about this month? Okay. That's actually a really great sign, and it could go for my singles who might have someone on their mind, or someone that might already be currently in a situation who might be questioning some part of this situation, okay? The first card that popped out, and this is not the underlying energy, this is the actual main energy. It says, you are perfect the way you are. Your life is perfect the way it is. Look at how strong you are. Look at how far you've come, and they want you to know that you are on the right track. Now, in regards to the underlying energy there, which is probably why that card came out as the main energy, it's because what I'm picking up here is that, again, whether you're in a relationship or you're single and you have someone on your mind, or you have your sights set on someone, it says he or she, it's not gender specific, doesn't know what to do. They know that they want you and only you, okay? I always like to put the disclaimer out there not to just go and show up at somebody's house based on anything that you've gotten from any of my readings. You certainly want to tune into your intuition, and you want to keep perspective, because anything that you go and grab at has now changed the dynamic of the energy of what I've just said inside of the cards, okay? So you want to take that and understand that there is this struggle between your person of interest or the person that you're in a relationship with, where they know they want to be with you, but they're still trying to figure something external out, or something internal that may not have to do with you, that may just be, unfortunately, a byproduct of their reflection right now, okay? And Spirit wants me to be implicitly clear about that, explicitly clear, because they, especially with them saying you're perfect the way that you are, whatever is going on is not something that is being caused by you, okay? This is something, that's why it says they don't know what to do. They know they want to be with you, but there's something that they're struggling with internally that they need to work through. And again, that's not an excuse for any type of behavior. However, it does help to understand what could be going on, so that you might be able to take a step back and look at it and see some other things from a broader perspective. But let's go ahead and see what could be coming in for you, or let's do some clarifying here, because they want you to know that whatever is going on right now, even if you're single or in separation from somebody, or in a relationship and unfortunately in separation, which can sting almost worse, they want you to know that the person, your person of interest, is dealing with some internal stuff. They are trying to make some changes, or they are trying to understand something deeper, and it could just seem like it's the relationship, but they're saying it's not, especially with what you're doing. They're saying your role in it is not what's causing the problem, okay? So just please understand that, and always be gentle with yourself, because when we don't know what's going on, we go straight to, what did I do wrong? Or starting to catastrophize what it could be, and this and that. But we have the Five of Cups showing up as soon as I stop to make that little statement. So it does show that you are focused on something that you feel you might be losing. But they do, like I said, they just want you to double down here that the person is in some type of mental confusion, and it is not about you, okay? So give me some more clarification here. Yeah, and that makes sense that Temperance would show up with the Ace of Wands, because they want you to try to be a little bit patient in this situation. Look, you don't have to put up with anything. You don't have to do anything, And only you know your situation and how much you're willing to still go through, or if it's worth it. But they're saying here, because it is not about something you're doing, that if you just kind of focus more on how you can still feel fine, or take a broader view where, okay, this person is going through something, that don't force yourself into this, because they would bring it up if they really wanted to talk about it, or if they could talk about it, because it's saying here they don't really know exactly what it is. They just know that it is. It's something that they're working through right now. But look at this. This is a promise of, if you decide to go ahead and be patient, we have that showing up with the Ace of Swords, and we have it showing up with the Sun. This outcome could be very, very positive, okay? Because this person is going through some type of reflection that is causing them to distance themselves, only because they don't really understand what's going on. So they're sort of in this state of, let me just stop everything until I can figure this out. But unfortunately, the people that are receiving that energy are feeling like there's something they did wrong, or that maybe it's causing you not to feel good enough. But like I said, the Sun showing up, the Ace of Wands showing up again with Temperance, saying if you can somehow try to maintain balance in this situation, you will see a positive outcome. Because with this card showing up, they're actively looking at how they can move through this confusion, okay? And again, it depends on how much you're willing to put up with, but they are saying that if you do choose to stay, it could turn out positively, because this person is going to go through this not only feeling supported, but knowing that you're there with them. Okay, so they're going to know that you're there for them completely. Okay? What else do you want the viewer to know in regards to love in this coming month? Because they're definitely saying you're going to, with that Ace as well, that you are going to get some type of information, or some type of inspiration, or some type of spark that is going to help you move through what has felt like probably a pretty stagnant or frustrating time, okay? Especially without any like real explanation. Yeah, and I love that so much. Thank you guys, because we have another Ace showing up, and this is the Ace of Love, the Ace of Cups. That's why I say something is going to come in that's going to help you feel a lot more secure in this relationship, okay? And it's going to come through as a spark. And if you decide to stay with this Temperance energy and this Ace of Wands energy, it's going to be a positive outcome, it looks like. Because remember, we also had the Sun at the bottom of the deck. And as the spiritual mic drop, the Ten of Cups. It's saying here that if you're in a relationship and this is you, if you decide to hang in there, it has the potential to turn out really well. Okay, it's going to be a rough ride. It has been a rough ride, but they are saying that if you do decide to, and understand that it's not something you're going to be able to go in and fix. So basically focus on what you need to focus on to feel secure. He is working his way through this because he knows that he wants to be with you. It's not you that's causing this confusion. Okay, so just be 100% clear on that, because not only did we have the Sun show up, we have two Aces, the Nine of Pentacles, and Temperance, along with the Ten of Cups. There's not anything in here that says that the struggle has anything to do with you two, honestly. It's unfortunately a byproduct of what's going on. Now, if you are single and you have a person of interest, they are saying this has the potential to move forward. However, you want to take it one step at a time, okay? Reach out to the person. Maybe start off with friendship, hanging out, going to get coffee or whatever. because you want to move from inspiration and make sure that this is something that's going to be fulfilling for you, and that you can stay in your Nine of Pentacles energy, okay? Because you want to still feel confident. You want to still feel not codependent on whether or not this person responds the way that you want them to, okay? But we do have the Ten of Cups showing up. So that situation has the potential to become something very beautiful. And if there is a separation and it's not that person, someone's coming in here, because we got these aces, and that's brand new energy. Someone's coming in, and it might be a very passionate relationship before it turns to emotional fulfillment, okay? Nothing wrong with that. You can have yourself a little fun in the meantime, because what they are asking you to do is detach from this idea of this and this having to be a certain way, okay? Because it's going to show itself in ways that you may not expect with these aces coming in, okay? And it also may not look the way you thought it was going to look. Granted, you can have it the way that you want it, absolutely, and you can have it exactly how you want it. However, certain things or certain people can also have it the way they want it. So that would be the delay. But if you're open to the universe, you know, one of my favorite affirmations is this or something better. Okay, if you can give them that flexibility to work, then they don't have to, you know, try to cut through this person's beliefs and this person's this and that to make this happen, because that can take a lifetime and not happen sometimes for that reason. Okay? But this is looking very, very good for your love life coming in this month. Okay? There's going to be lots of new sparks, lots of options. Some of them are going to be fulfilling. Some of them are just going to be fun time, flirty and fun. But in either event, they want you to stay in your power with that Nine of Pentacles. And they're saying something is going to be turning long term here, okay? Because ultimately, this is what the Ten of Cups actually represents, okay? Let's get some advice here so that we can see how best you can move through this month, or if there is some type of confusion that you're working through. Yeah, and I love that. And the reason why I say that is because we have the Four of Pentacles showing up, and typically this card can represent holding on a little bit too tightly, and it can still mean that in this context, okay? So if you, like I just said, if you're so bent on it being this, and it must look like this, it must be that person, then you are holding on a little bit too tightly. But if you can be a little flexible with how the universe delivers what you've asked for, this or something better, then you will be able to see these aces in real time, okay? Now, this card here, though, is almost like, even though it does represent holding on a little bit too tightly, or to the ask to be a little bit more free-flowing, in this particular card, she's holding on to what she's learned and now taking this into where she's headed, okay? So she you know, there's rubble back there. So obviously there's some struggle that she has had to endure, but she got what she needed out of it, and now she can move forward peacefully, because if you can look at the look on her face, she's in a state of gratitude and receiving. Okay, she's got what she needed. She's holding on to it. It's valuable. She's got what she needed out of this, and she's leaving the rubble. Okay, so the advice here would be to, like I said, try to understand that he or she or they are reacting this way or becoming this way because something internally is shifting in them, and they're not quite clear on what that is, okay? So your advice is going to be to take what you got, take what you have learned, or take what you needed from this, and start moving towards following your heart with that Knight of Cups, okay? There's a lot of Cups energy here. There's a lot of passion energy here. and a balanced amount of pentacles. Okay, so there's some real world stuff going on here. But most importantly, it's going to be an ask for you to start focusing kind of on you, and because right now the frustrated focus on what might be going on between you and this other person is causing much more of a divide than is necessary, because it isn't about you. Okay? I mean, like straight up, it's just not about you. And that's hard to hear when it seems like it, or hey, she doesn't live in my house, she doesn't know it's this, and this. I'm just telling you what my guides are saying, is that this change that they're going through, the arguing and the frustration and the distance, is because they are so confused and they don't really know how to move forward. They don't know why, so they don't know what steps to take, and that's causing some confusion, okay? But your advice, like I said, take what you're learning from this and work towards following your heart, or moving forward, or moving from love instead, okay? Understanding that, hey, I'm in love with this person, I married this person, or I've decided this person was the one for a reason, and I understand what it's like to be confused. So if you can somehow find that place of temperance, then you will actually see the very positive outcome that we saw. Okay? And I'm going to pull one Divine Time Oracle card to see if we can get a hint more clarity on what else you guys can expect, or what this month might bring in terms of timing in this situation. Let's see. What do you want them to know? And then I'm going to continue with the self-care card as well. And this will be the best way for you to also move forward, or move through this kind of, I hate calling it a waiting period, but if you love this person and you see this person in your future, it's going to be one of those things where you're going to want to be a little bit sympathetic or empathetic, and try to understand where they're coming from, and offer help, or let them know you're there for them, without trying to be too intrusive, because it's not you. It really is them. And if you're forcing your way into clarity, it's so frustrating, especially if someone else is telling you, how come you don't know this? It's frustrating. Okay, so let's see what you can expect, or when you can expect some type of a shift, or what they want you to know in terms of divine timing. Okay, we have April showing up, which kind of lines up with more patience being required. Yeah, I mean, they're saying that it could be a little while before this becomes as clear as you need it to be. And again, that's information for you to decide. Is that something that you want to put up with? Yeah, they're being very clear. So it looks like, oh, you know what? Duh. We're not in April yet. April now. So, not next year. This month. Sorry, guys. I was just like yapping about and didn't realize what you were actually saying. But we have around March and April showing up, which is even more clear about what I was saying. Okay, so you're about to see this shift. That's exactly what they were saying here, is if you can be patient, then this month they're going to see some type of a shift. You're going to see some, and around March, we're just about wrapping it up here in March, so you may already be seeing this shift, or maybe you're becoming aware of it now, and now that you're going to take these actions, you're going to start seeing real progress, okay? But it also did come with not the right time yet, so just remember that you want to offer help if they need help, or getting clear on something, or if there's something that you can be there for, but you won't want to come in like you're going to try and fix their confusion. Think about how that would make you feel if somebody said that, and you're just like, you don't understand. How are you going to fix anything? Right? Exactly. So it's counterproductive, okay? So let me go ahead and pull you one self-care oracle card, and I will send you guys on your beautiful way. And I hope this did help someone, and I hope that it did resonate. These are general messages, of course, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But just understand that the second you find something that resonates with you, look a little bit deeper as to why, okay? Because there's going to be some type of shift coming here in April, according to these Divine Time Oracle cards. What's the best way for the viewer to move forward and take care of themselves this month? And I will be posting monthly readings. They are timeless, like I said, and also doing like a mid-month check-in. So every couple of weeks there will be a new general reading for you guys, okay? And you can always join my lives or shoot me a message in the chat. I'm just excited to be speaking to people who speak my language now. So I love Aranam, and I'm excited to see where it goes with this, okay? But yeah, this is what you're going to want to do. Work towards clearing your energy. Remember what I said. Right now is going to be a time for you to tune into what you need until it's time for you to get involved with helping this other person figure out what they're confused about, okay? And we do have change a bad habit, which is interesting because we also got that in the career and money reading. So you'll want to take a bird's eye view, a broader perspective view, and see what's worth holding on to and what needs to be let go of so that you can move forward. Okay, take what you've learned and move forward and move towards what you actually want, okay? So it says, clear your energy, refuel your energy, and reclaim your power. That's taking that step back. That's evaluating what's draining you, which was the message in the career and money as well, and deciding what deserves your energy, and if you're going to give this situation a little bit of space so that they can figure out what it is, because they do want you and only you. Okay, so just please understand that they're just kind of confused right now and they don't know what to do. So I hope that helps, guys. Thank you again. Feel free to book a private reading. Feel free to purchase any of the premium content, or check out my stories, or any of the other very cool stuff that I get to post on Aranam to connect with you beautiful people. Thank you again. I am Mika, the Traveling Tarot. I love you guys. Take care of each other, okay? Peace. What's up, guys? Mika here, the Traveling Tarot, and you are listening to the sound.